Does everybody know the name Hippocrates and Wigmore? Ann Wigmore started kind of a raw food program and basically allowing people to heal themselves, allowing the body to heal itself. In other words, I think what I hear over and over again is, well, the food healed me, or the sprouts healed me, or the green juice healed me, or the wheatgrass juice healed me. No, it didn't. What it did is it worked with your body to heal itself. Biggest message I could tell you this evening. Your body has the ability to heal itself if you stop doing what you're doing. But the medical field isn't going to talk to you about your diet, because who wants to stop eating their stuff? Nobody wants to stop eating, and everybody's eating. Why can't I eat? So I'm not going to try to tell you to stop eating, and that's what the medical field is doing. So if I don't tell you to stop eating what you're eating, I now have to prescribe you pharmaceuticals, because you won't do what I know that you need to do for your body to heal itself. So in other words, here's a pill then. So we're going to do blood testing and make sure that we find out exactly what's wrong with you, so we make sure we give you the right pills, rather than saying, oh, just stop eating this, this, and this, and you'll be fine. But now I've hooked you on medication. So at first, when it all started, and if you kind of stay with me real quick, it started with pharmaceuticals, right? So pharmaceuticals with the medical field was because the medical field didn't want to touch your diet. They're not going to tell you what you should and shouldn't eat, so they gave you pharmaceuticals. And now we're getting a little healthier. Now we switch to supplements, right? Everybody know what supplements are? A healthier version of pharmaceuticals, basically. But they're still the pill. Everybody following me? You still want the quick fix. Nobody wants to do the work. Nobody wants to take the time it takes for the body to heal itself. They just want, hey, if there's a food out there that will fix me tomorrow so I feel better, great, I'll take that pill. So everybody's into that quick fix. Went from pharmaceuticals to supplements, and then now, believe it or not, we're going to food. And we're saying, let's find a particular food that will heal what I'm going through, my health symptoms. So I have these symptoms. Is there a food out there that I can take? So wait a minute. Now you went from pharmaceuticals to supplements to food. But you're still doing the same thing. You're looking for the quick fix. Take a deep breath. I got news for you. I can sit up here and tell you a coconut and coconut water can do this, this, and this, and this. But do you know who I'm talking to in the audience? Maybe 1% of you. Do you know why I'm only talking to 1% of you? Because only 1% of you are healthy enough that the coconut is going to actually do that. The rest of you are on the standard diet out there, then that coconut's not doing anything for you. You're going to come home, you're going to start eating coconut, drinking coconut water, and think it's all these electrolytes and all these different things that it's doing. And it's not doing anything for you because you're still eating the regular program. I can't help you. And a lot of great people out there in the world, and when I say great people, what I'm talking about is people that are giving a good message of changing your diet and being in this, alternative field and saying, really it is about your diet. Well, they're out there now and they're becoming pill pushers, and they're becoming pill pushers only because you're making them pill pushers. In other words, I sit up here and I give you a lecture today. I'm going to talk to you 45 minutes. And at the end of the lecture, meanwhile, I told you it was about food. We had a nice talk, yada, yada, yada. And I explained to you in detail how your body has the ability to heal itself. But then after the lecture, we'll do question and answers, and someone will ask me, well, hey, I have Lyme disease. Is there a pill I can take for Lyme disease? Well, wait a minute. I just told you and explained to you for the last 45 minutes that changing your diet is actually going to allow your body to heal itself. Yeah, but is there a pill I can take? I'll say, okay, so what's your diet like? Well, I'm eating, red meat, I'm eating dairy, I'm eating gluten, I'm eating, Okay, well, I would stop eating those things first. Oh, okay, well, thank you. Yeah, that's good. But is there a pill I can... So now, I said it in the lecture, I said it one-on-one, but when do you choose to hear it? You have to change what you're doing. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to heal Lyme disease. I am going to tell you that if you change your diet, your body will keep Lyme disease under control. That's what this is about. Has anybody heard of Chris Carr, Crazy Sexy Cancer? Thank you, a couple people, okay. She was on Oprah. Anyway, Chris Carr has a great story because she finds out she has stage 4 cancer, uncurable. And so as soon as she finds out she has stage 4 cancer, she walks out of the hospital. There's no stage 5. What are you waiting for? Doctors are going to practice medicine. Does everybody understand that term? They practice medicine. They don't know the answer. As a matter of fact, they'll say you have stage 4 cancer and we're going to try chemo and radiation. You hear the word? We're going to try chemo and radiation. And there's a 50-50 chance the chemo and radiation is going to work. Wait a minute, what'd you just say? 50-50? So you basically told me there's as much chance as it's going to work as it's not going to work. I knew that before you even did it. I didn't even your opinion for that one. You're not even giving me 51-49. I'm out of here. And so that's what Chris did. She walked out and started on her own path and started doing juicing. She still has, now it's been almost 10 years, she still has stage 4 cancer. And if you test it and you can see those stage 4 spots all over her body. But it's been 10 years. She was supposed to die maybe only in 1 year. It's been 10 years now because now she's changed her diet and her body is able to keep it under control. It's not about healing it. It's not about saying that wheatgrass and sprouts will heal your body. That's not what this is. This is understanding that your body has the ability to do what it can do. We have to allow it to, though. Take a deep breath. Everybody go ahead and breathe. It's free. I know the medical field is very big into supplements and doing blood tests, but if I take your blood and test you, I am only telling you what is wrong with you in that moment. That's what blood work is. You understand that? Blood work is testing your blood in that moment. If I tested your blood once a day for about a month, then I would a little bit understand who you are as a person. If I test it once every 6 months, then I'm judging you for basically the food that you ate the last couple days because now that's in your blood, and I'm now see you're high in cholesterol, and now I'm prescribing pills to you because I see that you're high in cholesterol. I didn't ask you what you've been eating for the last month and a half. I just prescribed a pill because I just looked at your blood. Do my blood test every day. It will be slightly different every day for the whole month that you do it. Now I will get to know you better. But rather than talking to you, all I have to do is spend 10, 20 minutes and ask you questions, and I can tell you exactly what's going on with you and exactly what's wrong with you because I have the ability to listen. The medical field does too, but they know, again, that you don't want to change your diet. You just want the pill to fix what the problem is. So everybody go ahead and take another deep breath. I'm going to keep telling you this. Breathing is important. Oxygen. What's the first thing your body needs before food, before juice? Oxygen. I can take food and juice and water away from you. You'll survive a long time. I take oxygen out of the air, you don't have much longer. If you're ever going to drink water, by the way, I carried this up here so I can tell you today because this is one of the more, since we're talking about juicing, this is one of the more important things out there. Structured water. Has anybody heard of this? Structured water. Okay, a few people. If you haven't heard of structured water, get on the bandwagon. In my 25 years, I have these at my institute now because this is one of the most important things out there on the planet Earth today. You can drink all the water you want. You can use the water filters, the Kagan machines, the RO machines. You can use all kinds of filters. You can alkaline water. You can do everything you want. But that's not going to structure the water that I have seen that this glass does. If you want the science behind this glass, you're asking the wrong person. This is the only thing that I've ever seen in 25 years at a health show like this that I've been going to everywhere from California to Florida to New York City to here. In the last 25 years, I saw this glass, and it was in a big container. And first of all, the look of the glass seemed really cool. But then, I just walked by and I just felt something from it. I said, there's something about this that just is, it's just true. And I looked at it, and the woman says, do you want to know how it's blown and how the glass is made and the design on the bottom of it, and the design is a flower of life design? She said, do you want to know how the glass works? I said, no. She goes, well, what can I help you with? She goes, you want to taste the water? I said, yeah, I'd love to taste the water. And she gives me some of it, and sure enough, wow, that's it. It was that taste that you remember when you were a kid and you any of you ever did this. You went hiking, you went in the mountains, and you had some natural water from a spring or from a river, and you drank it, and there was just something about that water. Man, it was good. It was just refreshing. It was just made you feel alive. That's what these bottles do. I don't know how. I'm going to be honest with you. The only way I can explain it to you in my version of explaining it to you is What the Bleep Do We Know? Anybody remember that movie, What the Bleep Do We Know? Where they put a word on the bottle and it changed the structure of the crystals in the water, the molecules of the water. The only way I can describe it is this bottle is vibrating love. And that's what it's doing to any liquid that you put in it. So I could drink one bottle. Again, you still have to purify it. It doesn't alkalize. It doesn't do anything special, but it structures it, which I think is the most special thing you can do to water. And now it's living water. and that water should taste fuller, it should be more smooth, and it is rehydrating for the body. So how do you think people have been healing on juicing? Because juicing is structured water. Anything that comes from a plant, comes from a vegetable, comes from a fruit, is alive. That's living water. That's structured water.